Hey guys, your girl here, Tanisha at banquetyoutube.com. So, got some braids going on here. Like my braids. Got some braids going on here, guys. With my big old glasses, but it's your girl here, guys, at banquetyoutube.com, guys. Guys, got one more day on the 15th. Course is going back to 197, guys. So, grab the course, learn something new. Do something new so you can know new knowledge and earn new money, guys. So this video today is about, my spouse or my fiance is not supportive, right? I hear this a lot, guys. Remember, I come in contact with a lot of people. People email me, people inbox me, people text me, people call me. Their spouse is not supportive, right? So, that gets me wondering, right? Why? Because, even for me, my spouse wasn't supportive when, I first started doing, online marketing. He was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? You need to go get a job. This ain't making no money. We need to pay bills and blah, blah, blah. So, why are spouses not supportive, right? So here's the thing, guys. If you're a woman or you're a man and you're trying to build a business online and your spouse is like, what is this bullshit you're trying to do? You as the individual, my friend, you have to believe in this first of all, okay? Because if you don't believe that you can do this, then you're going to let your spouse, your fiance, walk all over you, okay? So for me, let me tell you my experience, right? So me and my husband and my kids, we were living in a basement, okay? Now, this was like 4 years ago. We were living in a basement, right? And I got fired from my job in 2011, and I told myself, that I'm not going back to a job. I told my spouse, and I said, I'm not going back to a job. I don't want to be working 10 hours a day, and he's already working 16 hours a day. I'm working 10 hours a day. Who sees the kids? Who takes care of the kids? We got to pay people to take care of the kids. So once I got fired, guys, I'm going to tell you something. It was a relief, like a bricks, like bricks was on me, like a ton of bricks was on my shoulder. And when I got fired, it's like, whoa, like a ton of bricks just was lifted and I felt good. But of course, guys, we need money. Okay, you can't get, I don't give a shit. We need money. So I was getting unemployment. I think I was getting like $300 a week. So that was like $1,200 a month. I was helping out, a little bit, but $1,200 a month, guys, I can make $1,200 a day now in my business online. But $1,200 a month, guys, was no money. So my husband, he was upset. He was paying all the bills. He was doing everything, but I still was grinding, right? And I was like, what? I believe in this. And I told him, I said, I believe that I can make this work. I know there's other people doing it. I'm like, now I can understand if nobody else was doing it. Other people are actually doing this now, okay? So I know I can do it. It's just a matter of me figuring out what needs to be done, how many hours I need to put in, and how serious. Because here's the thing. If you're saying that you're going to do this, your spouse needs to see you taking this seriously. You need to be on training calls. You need to be reading books. You need to be into personal growth. Your spouse needs to see you doing videos, doing blogs, talking to people, getting on webinars. So your spouse needs to see the activity that you're doing so your spouse can now believe, all right, well, if she's gonna do this, or if he's gonna do this, obviously he's putting time, he's putting effort, especially if you're taking time away from being with them to do this. That's definitely going to open up their mind. But you as the individual, as the entrepreneur that want to do this, you got to get serious, and you got to believe that you can make this work. Because if you quit, your spouse is gonna say, oh yeah, I told you that online shit didn't work. You don't want to give them that gratification. So what you want to really focus on, friends, is putting the work in every day. You need to be reading 30 minutes a day. All right. If you're going to use YouTube as your strategy, do 10 videos a day. If you're going to use blogging, do 10 blogs a day. If you're running Facebook ads, learn how to run Facebook ads and get, 20, 40, 50 leads, a day. Start making money. So even if you made your first $100 check, show your spouse, listen, look at this check, right? I showed my husband, like, he didn't care. I think I showed him like a $25 check or $25 deposit. He's like, what the fuck is that? That's not paying, not a bill in here. So he was tight. He used to send me job applications and all this shit. And I was like, yo, I'm not doing it now. I got that check on my wall, that $11,000 check. You know what I'm saying? He's seen $10,000 a month in my account. Oh, yeah, now he believes, okay? Now. Right, but my husband, he believed about 2 years ago, right? I made him believe about 2 years ago. But before that, believe me, guys, it was hard trying to get this man to believe that I could do this, okay? But now he's on board. He's fine with it. He'll be asking me questions. You working today? Oh, you working? Nah. You know, you got one of your clients calling you. One of your clients is at the door. Oh, my husband's on board now. Yo, he's on board now. But guys, I'm telling you, that shit was hard. Crying, days I was crying, days I wasn't eating, days we was arguing. I'm telling you, it's not easy building a business, guys, because you're trying to do something else, what everybody else is not doing. So it's difficult for your spouse, especially if your spouse has a job. It's difficult for your spouse to grasp the simple fact of there's other ways to make money besides a job. Your spouse can't grasp that. So you, as the entrepreneur, got to work this business every single day. You need to read every single day in your car, not listening to music. When you with your spouse, you need to be listening to Jim Rohn, Eric Thomas, Grant Cardone, okay? You know, all these different people that's going to help transform your mind. So you got to get yourself engulfed with doing the business. So now, by default, your spouse will start to believe. It may take years, okay? It may take months. It may take weeks. But guess what? If you quit, your spouse gonna say, I told you that shit don't work online. That's bullshit. Now you feel like shit. See, I couldn't give my husband that gratification, okay, of, oh, this stuff don't work. No, boo. This shit work. I asked my husband the other day, I said, how much money you have in the bank? He told me. I said, that's interesting. You work all these hours. It's amazing that you work all these hours and I stay home and I got more money than you in the bank. It's crazy, right? So now I'm not trying to be cocky, with him. But I remember all those times when he was bringing home applications, Old Navy, take this test, and CVS is hiring, and this is hiring, and that is hiring. Man, listen, that was the most stressful part of my life, guys, because I couldn't pay attention to my husband. I couldn't pay attention to my kids. I had to sacrifice, guys, because I had to get to where I wanted to be at, and I'm still not where I want to be at. So I'm going to have to sacrifice more. Because if your spouse is not supportive, guys, it's time for you to wake up, go hard. Because you're going to give your spouse that gratification of, oh, I told you this didn't work. Oh, I told you this bullshit didn't work. I told you go get a job. I told you that this shit ain't working. Okay? Think about all this stuff, guys. If this is your dream, and you dream, guys, when I used to live in a basement, I used to just want a basement office. That's what I wanted. In my mind, I was like, damn, if I could just get a space in the basement by myself in my office where I can call my office, I would be happy. Then I end up buying a house. I got a basement office, right? So, I am moving towards my dream. Now, I just want to move to Florida and have an apartment. I don't even want a damn house no more. I'm telling you, house is a headache. And then my mentor, Grant Cardone, talk about how a house is not an asset. A house is a headache. And he's right. This house is a headache. Okay? I'm not talking about the mortgage. I'm talking about all the shit that happens in the house and dealing with people. And believe me, okay? I just want to go to Florida, get me a nice apartment, have me one car, you know what I'm saying? Take care of my kids. I want to be simple, okay? I want to be simple, smooth sailing, do my business, talk to people, and change the world. That's all I want to do now. Okay, guys? So if your spouse is not supportive, guys, it is time to go hard. You need to have your vision board. I'm telling you some steps, guys. First step is get a vision board and put everything that you want. Put your house, put your car, put the money, the type of money you want, the type of jewelry you want, the type of places that you want to go. Put that on your vision board. Then say your affirmations. Let's say the affirmations. Let's say it right now. Like you're watching this video, say it right now. I'm a champion. I am a force for good. I defy the odds. I set new standards. I set new trends. I will hear the voice of the Holy Spirit within. I will lead and not follow. I will create and not destroy. I am a force for good. I defy the odds. I set new standards. I set new trends. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Any tongue that try to rise in judgment will be condemned. I'm blessed by God. I'm chosen by God. I'm protected by God. I'm blessed by God. I'm chosen by God. I'm protected by God. I'm the lender and not the borrower. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Any tongue that try to rise in judgment will be condemned. I will earn $50,000 a month. So say what you want to earn too. I will earn $50,000 a month every single month. I will change the world. I will inspire the world. I am great. I am happy. I am healthy. I am humble. I am whole. I will never be broke another day in my life. I will never be broke another day in my life. I'm a champion. I'm a champion. I'm a champion. I'm a champion. I am Tanisha Agile. Say that to yourself. Say that to yourself when you wake up in the morning. Let your spouse hear you say that stuff, guys, because that's powerful stuff. See, we didn't grow up learning this shit. We didn't grow up to say affirmations. We didn't grow up to learn how to be great. We learned how to quit when we were kids. Okay, our parents quit, so they teach us how to quit, even though it sounds like they didn't. Our parents taught us how to quit. Okay, so now you say those type of things. Get your vision board. Okay, turn your car into a university. Start listening to personal development. Say those affirmations every day. Let your spouse hear you say it. Make sure you're getting on training calls. Make sure you're getting on webinars so that your spouse can see it. Make sure that you're spending time alone in personal growth and you're reading books. Okay, so that your spouse need to see you doing this stuff. Because if you're trying to sneak and hide and do that, they're not gonna believe you. Okay, you're not gonna believe. I used to sneak, like, oh, I'm gonna sneak and do it. I'm only gonna do it when they sleeping. No, because I needed him to believe. Because you need your spouse, guys. It's not a reason to get a divorce that your spouse is not supportive. No, don't get a divorce. Oh, my spouse not supportive, so I'm gonna get a divorce. No, now it's time for you to go hard. Okay, then get your spouse on board. I got my husband selling tea at his job. He do it when he want to. He make, $100 a week when he want to, selling his tea, right here. So he's fully, honey, on board. And some of his co-workers are on auto shit under him. Okay, so he know this shit is real. Okay, he know it's real. Okay, but I had to work my ass off, guys. I'm telling you, this shit is not easy. But guys, once you make up in your mind, you make a decision that this is what you want, this is what you're going to do, it's going to work. I'm telling you right now. Just make a decision. That's it, guys. Go to bankwithyoutube.com, guys, if you want to learn how to monetize, doing videos and building your business and building your brand online. Guys, love you. See you soon.